Hello, we are here today on a new program from Inside Padel. Today we have Hampus Drakemer, number one. He finished last year number one in junior category under 18, and Philip Sterner, number 3 in Sweden last year. So, and we have new and different interview today with a Swedish guy. Hello guys.
Hello.
So I would like to start the interview asking the first question is, what are you doing here in Mallorca? Two Swedish guys in Mallorca, and can you explain me what are you doing here, guys? Hampus?
We're only laying on the beach all day and doing nothing else. We're both here to play paddle and to become professional players. So we're here to get the most out of it.
Why? Why did you decide? Why and when did you decide to come here?
Well, I moved here 3 years ago to develop, because I didn't see the infrastructure in Sweden. So I gave a call to you, if you remember.
Yeah.
We talked a bit about it, and I organized it with my parents. Then moved here some months later.
Just the decision was
out of the blue.
But it was just to come here to train and try to be professional.
Yes.
And
I also study at the Swedish school here in Mallorca, which Philip's también.
As well. And how was that decision at home? It was easy, difficult, a strong discussion. How?
It was. It went something like, "Hey, Dad and Mom, I want to move to Mallorca." Okay, when?
Oh yeah.
They were pretty happy about it, to be able to come here to the sun, and well, they are laying on the beach while playing.
So it was really easy.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It was strangely easy.
Okay, perfect. Philip,
well,
your
for
time.
me, the main reason to move here was the paddle, to improve as well, because I didn't see my improvement was going to be much better if I didn't move here. So that's one reason. And also, I mean, you only live once, so you gotta explore the world. So, and for Mallorca has always been a close island near our heart. So me and my mother decided to move here, and we have lived here for almost 5 years. So it's been an amazing ride so far, and hope it goes very well, and as well as the paddle.
And it's the same. How was the discussion, or how was the negotiation to come here to Palma? It was easy, hard?
Well, it was easy because my parents asked me if I wanted to move here again. And I was just, oh yes, of course, I really wanted to move here.
They want to move too?
Yeah, so it was easy. It was an easy decision.
Okay, perfect. Let me check. I have some more questions. I would like to. You told me, Hampus, about you decide to move here because you have here more opportunities and infrastructure to train. And how is now the padel? Tell me something about how is now the padel in Sweden.
It's
because it's. I know. I don't know. I think the people who is watching the video knows that the padel was growing so fast in Sweden, but start to be slower in the last month, years. How is going there?
Well, I've looked into the situation with some numbers, and while many people think it's decreasing, it's actually growing. So the amount of clubs in Sweden went up during the pandemic, and then slowly went down. And now everyone calls it paddle death in Sweden or something. but actually the number of players federated in Sweden are only growing. So more tournaments, more players playing, but the hype, the pandemic hype is over. So now we're establishing a foundation, so to say.
And how? Okay, that's about the general in padel, the padel in general. So about the junior players, how is going? It's the number of players, the level of the players.
Yeah, like as well Hampus said, they are also increasing. Very small. Small players, younger players are playing, but they are as well growing. So.
And what is the? It's growing for all the countries, or especially in some places, cities.
Well, it's clear that in the south there are more opportunities to play, more clubs, more players, more trainers. In Stockholm, where I come from, there's not as many opportunities.
Do you? But because you are going to Sweden to play tournaments or something, and to visit the family, do you, and you are training and playing in Sweden, do you feel some difference to train or some difference to train people, to train trainers, methodology, especially methodology, or they start to train similar than here?
No, I would say the training here is better than Sweden, because I think the development in Sweden is not good as well in Spain, where it was originally born from.
But the methodology, it's more or less, it starts to be similar to here, or it's absolutely different?
I've only trained here and in Stockholm, so from my point of view, it's different. Well, there's a Spanish trainer in Stockholm that I've trained with,
Yeah.
But the Swedish guys or the Swedish trainers, they don't have the same methodology.
No?
They're beginning to learn, but they almost only do baskets.
Yeah.
You say like that. Here we play more, put in some more competition, more game situations.
I think the difference between the Spanish methodology and here in FitPoint and methodology than have the teachers or the coaches in Sweden, it's more about the tactics. We are putting a lot of importance in more tactics, more to take decisions than the especially shots. So I think that it makes the difference between the Swedish school and the Spanish schools. No? What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because when I was playing originally in Skåne, they were like they were not like
Organized.
Yeah, exactly, as here. So yeah.
Yeah, finally we are doing this job a long time, during a long time, and they are starting or growing. So they need to
Step it up.
Yes, they need to step up and growing and get better. What do you think the boys and the girls, the teenagers especially in Sweden, needs to train or needs to do different to improve the level or to try to achieve the level of the Spanish guys?
I think maybe being more disciplined in what you do and just focusing to like increase. Yeah.
It's surprise.
Because I don't think, well, they are doing what their trainers are doing. Because I think if you want to achieve, if you're from Sweden, you need to do higher things. Because if you just do as the trainer says, then you will not come to any level. So you need to do other things outside the paddle, like training, go to the gym, and anything else.
And they are not doing?
Not everyone, I would say.
No? What do you think?
Well, on the court, I definitely think that we need to experiment more, not just do the same thing every time and the same opponents, but to experience new tactics, new technique, play against two other players that you don't know, to get to develop your own strategy.
Yeah, but you told me that it's difficult to find different or a lot of players to train. So they have this difficult.
It's a loophole.
Yeah, they have that difficult to prove. And a part of the outside the court, something special.
I would agree with the feeling.
Yeah, I thought the Swedish guy have in mind to.
But you have seen two Swedish guys.
No, the Swedish guys in Sweden have in mind that they need to train hard or train physics or do, and the biggest problem is more on the court and more the tactics and work in different skills and tactics and different shots, more than that part of the physics and the preparation outside the court.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, as I said, you have seen two Swedish guys. I mean, I know a couple that puts in the work. They're growing, expanding their game, but then I also know some that say they want to become professional, but I see, well, if I've asked, are we going out for a run? Nah. Are we going to play an extra hour? No, I don't feel like it. So there's room for improvement.
here in Spain, we have a lot of teenagers who wants to be professional, who are working so hard to be professional. Do you think it's the guys who are playing good in Sweden have in mind to be professional or not? It's different the number of players, I know, but you think that the guys who are playing good, like your ranking in Sweden or your I don't know, not especially the national team, but that players, do you think they have in mind to be professional?
Yeah, but I think if you want to improve, like if you're in Sweden, you need to have the right coaches, because, for example, the Swedish coaches are not as good as in Spain because they don't have the experience. So I think if you want to expand your game, you need to move out to Sweden to be even better.
I think I need to change my question. The better question is, do you think they know how hard is to be professional and they are doing enough to be professional? Or they think, or they thinks is that they are doing enough to do it?
Well, let's think about this. Everyone has the same dream, to become number one. I mean, we both can say that.
Yeah, let's
If
put it
we
at
ask 10 players ranked here in Spain, here in Sweden, everyone says the same. The goals are different, and the way to achieve those goals are, I would say, nobody in Sweden can answer you that. If you ask them, how are you planning to become number one?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm training very hard. Okay.
What are you doing outside?
What are you doing?
So
what is really hard? No, the question is,
They-
okay, you are training which is really hard. Yes, perfect. What is really hard? How number of hours? How is your diet? How is your gym trainer?
I think we as well have some hubris because we play against other Swedish players. Oh, I'm ranked number one in Sweden, but that isn't ranked number one in the world or in Spain. So yeah, there's a difference.
And good. So this year starts now, 2025. We want to know your objectives for this year. You, Philip, start to under 18 category. What is the objective for this year?
Well, the main objective under my junior year, I'm trying to take another place in the Swedish national team to play the World Championship, and maybe play more tournaments outside Sweden and play more FIPS.
FIP tournament,
Yeah.
FIP junior
Yeah, exactly.
tournaments. That's the
Or maybe like trying to play the men's.
okay. Ambos?
Well, I'm an adult now.
Yes,
So-
you finish. You just finished the junior.
And in the
Yes.
best way possible. So, but now there's new challenges, international tournaments, trying to be one of the players in the jungle. So yeah, much traveling, training super hard, and yeah, we're focusing on FIP tournaments.
I think this is probably the most difficult year. Phase year because it's too hard. The competence is really hard, and if you want to achieve points that people goes crazy to achieve points, it's really expensive too.
Yeah, that's why you see some Swedish guys or some from Europe going to Australia at the
Yes.
beginning of the year to gain some points, and it worked
Yes,
because not everyone has the budget for it.
it's too expensive to achieve points. It's really expensive. And the last question you told me, Philip, about the national team. They been in a national team last year during playing in a European Championship. How? Explain me, please. How was the experience to be in the national team? Because it was the first time for both, no?
Yeah, it was a great experience for both of us. It was a really nice trip with new people as well from Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was very intense matches for me. Example, I was playing with my partner Ludwig, and we played against Portugal, and we played the second match, and we won the first match. And it was really tight game, but we ended winning 6-3, 6-4 with a smash behind the baseline by my partner.
Ambos?
Well, yeah, it was a fun experience. It was really nice to end my junior season with being a part of the national team. It was a great experience.
It was in your mind to be in the team, or it was a really surprise?
In the
That decision, because it's not finally it's the national team, is the top.
Well, in the beginning of 2024, I set the goal of becoming a part of the team, and so I reached out to some of the coaches that elect 4 players in each team, and asked them how I could show my potential. So I played more Swedish tournaments than planned. I went there to some camps, showed myself, showed what I wanted and my future.
What was it an objective at the beginning before to receive that call?
I mean, as I said, it was an objective from 2024, but before that, I started
At the end of 2023.
It was something that I dreamed of.
So it was a really really good news to receive that call.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the main objective last year was to be in the Swedish national Swedish team. So the main objective was to play as many tournaments in Sweden to show me that I can play.
And how they give you that notice? That they call you? They
Just
an email? Or was it?
For me, they called me during a dinner. I was like, what number is this? I was really confused because earlier that phone call we were talking about, imagine if they're not calling us. So we were very nervous, and then I saw my phone, a number.
Your number, not your mom or your number.
Yeah, and I was really we call this hour. So I answered and said, hello, I'm from the Swedish national team. Would you like to be in the national team? And I was really excited. It was the first time. It was a great experience.
Yes,
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I was very happy about it.
And who was the first person to talk or to say? Your mom or your father?
Well,
or the family in the
no, it was just only me and my dad. And later on we called families and friends. So, but first was mom and dad.
Yeah, nice. How was the moment?
For me, it was during the summer in July, in the middle of a gym session. So I answered and it was like, who's this? And then I went straight up to my family and told them. They were super happy. We called our friends and I announced it on Instagram some days later.
The teenagers always the first in Instagram. I'm in the national team. Okay, guys. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much to be here with us, and good luck for your objective for this year. And see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.